Today I'm going to share something that might surprise you. There are 7 everyday foods that can help you sleep better than those melatonin pills ever could. By the time we're done, you'll understand why that midnight snack might actually be causing your sleep problems, and why one of these foods is banned in Europe, even though your local grocery store probably sells it right now. Let's start with something most doctors don't explain well. Have you noticed how sleep just isn't the same as when you were younger? There's a good reason for that. Our bodies change as we get older, and these changes directly affect how we sleep. When I was in my 30s, I could drink coffee at dinner and still fall asleep without any trouble. Now, if I have even a tiny bit of caffeine after lunch, I'm staring at the ceiling at midnight wondering why I made such a bad choice. This happens because our bodies process everything differently as we age. It's not your imagination. Sleep really does get harder after 50, and there are specific reasons why. Many of us have tried melatonin supplements. They seem like the perfect answer, right? Your body makes less melatonin as you age, so just take more in pill form. Problem solved. But here's what most people discover. Those melatonin pills often don't work very well for seniors. You might fall asleep, but then wake up a couple hours later, wide awake at 2 a.m. Sound familiar? A big study in 2023 looked at 1,500 seniors taking melatonin, and the results were eye-opening. About 61% of them, that's more than half, were still waking up every hour despite taking melatonin regularly. And most had at least 2 nutrient deficiencies that were connected to poor sleep. The reason melatonin pills don't work well for many seniors is that they don't fix the real problems. Taking more melatonin doesn't help if your body can't use it properly. After we turn 50, 3 big changes happen in our bodies that wreck our sleep. 1. Nutrient absorption problems. As we get older, our stomach acid drops by about half. This might sound good if you've had heartburn, but it's actually a problem. Without enough stomach acid, we can't absorb important sleep nutrients like magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B12. I call these a sleep trifecta because we need all 3 to sleep well. 2. Blood sugar roller coasters. Many seniors develop something called insulin resistance, which means your body doesn't handle sugar as well as it used to. This can cause your blood sugar to crash around 3 a.m., which jolts you awake. That's why you might find yourself wide awake in the middle of the night for no apparent reason. 3. Gut health problems. Did you know that 90% of your serotonin, a happy chemical that helps make melatonin, is actually made in your gut? If your gut is inflamed or unhealthy, it can't produce enough serotonin, which means your body can't make enough melatonin either. In that same 2023 study, researchers found that 44% of seniors had undiagnosed prediabetes, which was causing nighttime cortisol spikes. Cortisol is your stress hormone. Definitely not what you want surging through your body at bedtime. But here's the good news. Certain foods can bypass these broken systems and basically force your body to sleep better. Let's talk about those 7 special foods now. 1. Chia pudding, the blood sugar stabilizer. Remember chia pets from the old TV commercials? Those same tiny seeds are actually a sleep secret weapon. Chia seeds contain something called soluble fiber that forms a gel in your stomach and slows down how quickly sugar gets into your bloodstream. This prevents those middle-of-the-night blood sugar crashes. A study in 2022 published in Diabetes Care found that seniors who ate chia pudding with dinner had 42% fewer wake-ups during the night. That's almost cutting your wake-ups in half. Chia seeds also contain a lot of magnesium, about 95 milligrams in just 1 ounce. Magnesium helps relax your jaw muscles, which can stop teeth grinding at night. My friend Martha used to wake up with a sore jaw every morning until she started eating chia pudding at night. Here's an easy recipe you can try. Mix 3 tablespoons of chia seeds with a cup of almond milk or any milk you prefer. Add a little cinnamon and vanilla extract for flavor. Let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. In the morning, top it with some blueberries. You can also make this in the morning and eat it a few hours before bedtime. 2. Spinach, the magnesium megasource. Popeye was onto something. Spinach is packed with magnesium, and about 80% of seniors don't get enough of this important mineral. Spinach also contains something called glycine, which is a brain chemical that helps lower your body temperature for deeper sleep. A study in the Journal of Gerontology in 2021 found that people who ate 2 cups of spinach every day had 18% longer REM cycles. REM sleep is when your brain processes emotions and memories, so it's really important for brain health. Spinach also contains folate, which helps repair brain cells that have been damaged by stress and pollution over the decades. This can help improve your memory and thinking skills while you sleep. Try sautéing spinach with some garlic and lemon juice. The vitamin C in the lemon helps your body absorb the iron in the spinach, which can help with restless leg syndrome, another common cause of poor sleep. 3. Turkey, the tryptophan mythbuster. We've all heard that turkey makes you sleepy because of a chemical called tryptophan. That's partly true, but there's a catch that most people don't know about. Turkey does contain about 250 milligrams of tryptophan in a 3-ounce serving. But here's the secret. Tryptophan only gets to your brain if you pair it with some carbohydrates. That's why you get sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner. It's not just the turkey. It's the turkey plus the mashed potatoes and dinner rolls. A study in the Nutrition Journal in 2020 showed that seniors who ate turkey along with sweet potatoes fell asleep 27% faster than those who just ate turkey alone. Turkey is also rich in iron, which helps fight anemia, a hidden cause of both daytime tiredness and nighttime restlessness. Here's a good bedtime snack idea. Use ground turkey and lettuce wraps with a little quinoa. Quinoa is a healthy carb that helps shuttle tryptophan to your brain, where it can help you sleep. 4. Hibiscus tea, the cortisol killer. Hibiscus tea has a beautiful red color and a slightly tart taste, almost like cranberry juice. But it's not just pretty, it's powerful. The organic acids in hibiscus tea help block cortisol production. Remember, cortisol is that stress hormone that keeps you awake. A study in the Nutrition Journal in 2019 found that drinking 2 cups of hibiscus tea daily lowered nighttime cortisol by 34% in seniors. That's a big drop. Hibiscus tea also has a mild diuretic effect, which means it helps reduce bloating and can prevent those 2 a.m. bathroom trips. Here's my favorite way to enjoy it. Brew hibiscus tea and add a small spoonful of raw honey. The honey's fructose helps stabilize your liver glycogen, which prevents hunger pangs that might wake you up. 5. Kefir, the gut serotonin fix. Kefir is a yogurt-like drink that's full of healthy bacteria called probiotics. 2 specific probiotics in kefir, L. reuteri and B. longum, help repair the lining of your gut. This is super important because a healthy gut lining lets your body convert tryptophan into serotonin, which then becomes melatonin. A 2023 study in a journal called Gut Microbes showed that seniors who drank kefir doubled their serotonin levels in just 3 weeks. Kefir also contains calcium, which helps relax muscles, especially important for seniors with arthritis or joint pain. One word of caution. Kefir contains natural histamines that can trigger headaches in some sensitive people. If you've never tried it before, start with just a 1/4 cup daily and see how you feel. 6. Pumpkin seeds, the zinc sleep switch. Pumpkin seeds might be small, but they pack a powerful sleep punch. They're one of the best sources of zinc, a mineral that activates the enzyme that converts serotonin to melatonin in your brain. A 2022 study in sleep medicine found that seniors who ate just a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds before bed slept 90 minutes longer on average. That's an extra hour and a half of sleep just from eating some pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds also contain omega-3 fatty acids that reduce joint stiffness, which is often a cause of those painful 4 a.m. wake-ups. Here's a tasty way to enjoy them. Roast pumpkin seeds with a little tamari, which is like soy sauce. The glutamates in tamari actually enhance zinc absorption, making the seeds even more effective. 7. Marmite, the banned REM booster. Now, for the most surprising food on our list, Marmite. This is a dark, salty spread made from yeast extract that's popular in Britain. It has such a strong taste that their advertising slogan is, "You either love it or hate it." Marmite is controversial in Europe, not because it's dangerous, but because regulators didn't like some of the health claims on its label. But the science is pretty clear. Marmite is loaded with vitamin B12, which is essential for sleep. A 2020 study in the British Nutrition Journal found that the B12 in Marmite reduced nighttime wake-ups in seniors by 31%. It also contains riboflavin, which repairs mitochondria, the power plant in your cells, in brain cells, improving sleep quality. The ban in Europe part is a bit misleading. Europe banned certain labeling claims about Marmite after a disputed study linked yeast extracts to infant allergies. The product itself is still sold there. But for seniors, it's both safe and effective for improving sleep. How to use it? Spread about 1 teaspoon on rice cakes about 2 hours before bedtime. If you're worried about the sodium, pair it with cucumber slices, which have a natural diuretic effect to offset the salt. Let me tell you about my friend Martha, who's 65 years old. She took Ambien sleeping pills for over 10 years until she started having scary side effects, including hallucinations where she thought there were strangers in her bedroom. Her turnaround journey went like this. Week 1, she stopped the sleeping pills and started having chia pudding and hibiscus tea in the evening. At first, she could only sleep in 2-hour chunks, but it was a start. Week 2, she added Marmite on rice cakes to her evening routine. Soon she was sleeping 4 hours straight, without waking up. Week 3, she started eating spinach daily and having a small cup of kefir in the evening. By the end of this week, she was sleeping 7 hours a night. The most amazing part? When Martha had her blood tested, her vitamin B12 levels had jumped from 200 pg/ml, which is considered deficient, to 600 pg/ml, which is optimal. Her doctor was shocked and asked what medication she was taking. Martha just smiled and said, "No medication, just food." Now, eating these foods can really help, but when you eat matters just as much as what you eat. This is what I call the 3 p.m. rule, and it's something most seniors don't know about. After 3 p.m., you should avoid caffeine. This one might seem obvious, but did you know even decaf coffee still has small amounts of caffeine? This trace caffeine can disrupt a brain chemical called adenosine that helps you feel sleepy. Raw vegetables. While veggies are healthy, raw ones have fiber that digest slowly and can cause bloating at night. It's better to cook your vegetables if you're eating them after noon. High sugar fruits. Fruits like mangoes and grapes can spike your insulin levels. After 3 p.m., it's better to choose berries or green apples, which have less sugar. Here's an ideal eating schedule for better sleep. 7 a.m. breakfast. Try a spinach omelet with a slice of toast topped with pumpkin seeds. 12 p.m. lunch. Turkey quinoa lettuce wraps with a cup of hibiscus tea. 3 p.m. snack. A green apple with a small spoonful of almond butter. 6 p.m. dinner. Some salmon with a side of chia pudding for dessert. 8 p.m. evening snack. A rice cake with a little Marmite and a small cup of kefir. You might be wondering why your doctor hasn't told you about these foods. Well, there's something most people don't know about sleeping medications. They actually drain important nutrients from your body, the very nutrients that these foods provide. A 2021 study in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacology found that 55% of seniors taking sleep medications developed vitamin B12 deficiency within just 1 year. Even worse, their risk of dementia doubled due to this chronic nutrient depletion. Meanwhile, something like Marmite costs about $5 a jar and has 0 side effects. But since natural foods can't be patented, drug companies tend to dismiss them as folk remedies, even when scientific studies support their effectiveness. The problem with melatonin pills is that they ignore the root issues of nutrient absorption and blood sugar regulation. Foods like Marmite, chia seeds, and kefir address sleep problems at their source. If you want to try these foods, here's a simple 7-day plan to get started. Day 1, add chia pudding as an evening snack. Day 2, include a cup of spinach with dinner. Day 3, try some hibiscus tea in the afternoon. Day 4, have turkey with a small serving of sweet potato for dinner. Day 5, add a quarter cup of kefir as a bedtime snack. Day 6, sprinkle some pumpkin seeds on your dinner salad. Day 7, try a small amount of Marmite on toast in the early evening. You don't need to make all these changes at once. Start with 1 or 2 that sound appealing to you, and gradually add more as you get comfortable. So there you have it. 7 foods that can help you sleep better than melatonin pills ever could. These aren't exotic superfoods that cost a fortune or taste terrible. They're regular foods that work with your body's natural processes instead of trying to force sleep with chemicals. Remember, good sleep isn't a luxury. It's essential for your health. When you sleep well, your brain clears out toxins, your body repairs itself, and you have more energy and better mood during the day. If you've been struggling with sleep, I hope you'll try some of these food solutions. You might be surprised at how effective they can be. And unlike sleeping pills, they come with side benefits rather than side effects. Things like better digestion, improved memory, and more stable energy throughout the day. Speaking of digestion, if you found this information helpful, you absolutely need to watch the video appearing on your screen right now. How gut inflammation hijacks sleep in seniors and 7 foods that reset it. We'll dive deeper into the critical connection between your digestive health and sleep quality that most doctors never mention. Click that video now to discover how healing your gut might be the missing piece in your sleep puzzle. Your journey to better sleep is just beginning.